My name is Hester Prynne. I became the town scandal when I was found pregnant with a man other than my husband. My husband slowly psychologically tortured my lover, the beloved town reverend Arthur Dinsdale, into confessing that he was the father of my daughter Pearl. I'm forced to wear the scarlet letter A for adulterer on my chest, the only piece of adornment allowed on my clothing. I've kept my lover's identity secret because I felt that it was enough for one person to suffer, and I didn't want Arthur's reputation to falter. Too many people looked up to him. There, finished with the invitations. Now I just have to check the guest list to make sure I sent it out to all the right people.
An invitation for you, Mrs. Proctor.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, an invitation. Oh, look, an invitation for me. A tea party. Okay.
Here we are.
My name is Anne Hutchinson, and I'm considered as one of the earliest American feminists. I immigrated to Massachusetts Bay in 1634 with my husband and children. Initially, I was highly regarded by my community, and I used to hold daily Sunday meetings to talk about intricate religious topics. But when I started to spread the word on my belief that salvation is found in God's grace and faith, the religious leaders of my community were quite disturbed. They did not seem to like my defiance towards gender roles and the superiority of men.
My name is Elizabeth Proctor, and I was convicted of witchcraft, but my execution sentence was postponed at the time because I was pregnant. I'm the loyal wife of John Proctor, who is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk as some are or wasting time on his shovelboard, but always doing his work. I love my family and God, but I hate Abigail Williams. She was my servant a while back, and she decided to have an affair with John, so I fired her right away.
John must be running late today. John! Oh, so good to see you. Let me take you.
Sorry I was late. My name is John Smith. I became leader of Jamestown, which was the first permanent English colony. I pretty much saved the colony and its people because most of the inhabitants at the time were so gold hungry that they didn't even think about planting food, which led to very many deaths. I enforced a rule saying that if you didn't work, you didn't eat, which forced colonists to plant their own food, build shelters, and more to ensure their survival. I also made sure that the colony was on friendly terms with the local Algonquin Indians.
Hey, no problem. Thank you so much for coming. Have a seat, everyone. Please, help yourself to some cornbread.
So why'd you invite us here today, Hester?
Well, it just gets so lonely out here. Just me and Pearl. Everyone in town is so judgmental, and it's easy for people to think that they just know me because of this letter A.
That reminds me, I did bring a gift for you. Here are some seeds for some plants.
How thoughtful.
I brought this for you so you wouldn't feel as lonely and you'd have something to do.
Thank you so much.
But seriously, you dragged me all the way here just because you were lonely? I had to ride a horse for 7 hours.
I agree with you, Hester. People are so quick to judge me for my antinomian beliefs. The Massachusetts Bay Colony is not an accepting one because I'm a woman is just so much worse for me. The fact that I'm challenging the authority of local ministers makes it hard for others to see what my point is.
So what exactly is it that you argue, Anne?
Well, I believe that one can attain salvation through faith in God's grace, and there's no need for you to perform good deeds.
I see.
Wow, y'all seem to have a lot of religious discrepancies up in the north. Well, I'm originally from England, but my time in Jamestown was pretty tough, I'll say. In 1607, a bunch of unemployed people came over to Jamestown from England, and their trip was funded by the Virginia Company, this joint stock company, and they were all in pursuit of gold. But these idiots didn't even think to plant some food. I mean, how dumb can you get?
Okay.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't remember to plant food? I think about food all the time.
Me too! Being a housewife and all, my servant Mary Warren is terrible at cooking though. I mean, her cornbread is disgusting.
Well, these people couldn't even eat that disgusting cornbread of yours. They didn't even have any corn to begin with. So I told them, he who does not work, neither shall he eat, and made sure it was enforced. Finally, we got some food growing down there. And then I went back to England, and those idiots messed up again. The English even dubbed it the starving time, because in the winter of 1610, they all died because of the lack of food.
Wow, that sounds really tough. I guess it's easier for you males to assert authority over people in the colony. It's harder for people like me.
So, what do y'all do for a living? I sew clothes for all types of events, except weddings because you guys are so judgmental.
What?
What? Nothing. I just said I sew clothes, and people come from all over for them. I enjoy walks through the woods with Pearl, and she always jokes about the sun running away from me.
Well, okay, let's see. It's more like, what do I not do for a living? I'm a colonial governor, admiral of New England, a soldier, an explorer, and also an author.
Speak for yourself. After my despicable banishment, I left Massachusetts to go up to Rhode Island with my family to that new colony led by Roger Williams, who was also banished, by the way.
As I said before, I am a housewife and I'm responsible for managing the home, the family, storing food, and basically everything. When I'm bored, I'll reminisce about my childhood and play around with this little puppet that Mary Warren gave me. But it turns out it was all part of Abigail's plan to accuse me of witchcraft.
Pearl must be up from her nap.
Wait, so Hester, who is Pearl's father?
Don't ask her that. She won't say.
Why does that matter? She doesn't need a man to raise the child.
He's an important person in town, and I don't want to cause any more scandal. Most people stopped caring about it anyway.
I mean, let's face it, men aren't faithful always. John Proctor.
Hey, I'm a decent guy. But I mean, wouldn't you want someone to help you around the house? It must get tough over here.
It's not that bad. I mean, I cook, get my clean, I take care of Pearl, I live on my own, make my own clothes. I comfort dying people, the people who never wanted to talk to me when they were perfectly fine. I can't talk to anyone. I face constant public scrutiny. I have to see my lover every single day.
Oh, there. I didn't mean to make you cry. No, it's okay.
Girl, you think you have problems? Oh my god, I was accused of witchcraft and my husband cheated on me with guess who? My former servant. Ugh, that horrible Abigail Williams. I wasn't well at the time and she just took advantage of that. God curse Abigail.
With your powerful faith in God's grace and women, everything will settle for the both of you.
That must be my distant cousin Lenny.
George couldn't make it. He went to town with Slim and the rest of the guys. I was just hanging with Crooks and Candy in the bar, holding on to my puppy and talking about my rabbits.
Lenny dear, what do you have under your shirt?
What do you mean? I got nothing nowhere.
Oh, it's a mouse!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean no harm. It was just so soft and I wanted to feel it. I didn't mean no harm.
John, please throw that mouse out.
Sure thing.
Please don't tell George. He won't let me take care of the rabbits.
Lenny, please have a seat. Help yourself to something to eat.
I want beans with ketchup.
What is ketchup?
You know, I'm really glad I came over. For outcasts, you women seem to be wonderful individuals. It really inspires me to see all of your hard work to make your societies better. I think we're all similar in that way. I now realize that I don't have to deal with as much stress as you all, but it's great to hear what you all are doing in your communities.
Let's have a toast.
To a good season for crops.
To my husband.
To us women and religious freedom.
To my daughter Pearl.
To rabbits.
That's okay. Got some food growing down there. And then I went back to India. Oh, messed up again. I reread. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Highlight that line.
With ketchup. What is ketchup?
Sorry. That's okay. It's okay. We're good. I don't know. You were like. Alright. Let's go. Cut!
Come on in. Wait. Honey Proctor! Oh! John must be running late. That must be my distant cousin Lenny.
Oh, we have to wait for Anna to come home.